Tell us something about BM. I mean, as he was popularly called. I mean, what kind of a presence was he?
BM was
he the rule breaker like Ahmad Parvez?
Not as much as Ahmad Parvez. Sometimes he did also, when he had a few. But he was a person who was also involved in business. So he had to behave himself. Even though he was a big colorist, he always went back to his sketches, which were black and white. And the most famous drawings were the faces of Pakistan. The best drawings I've ever seen of any artist in Pakistan.
And you would say that with Sadiq Khan in view as well?
Well, Sadiq Khan was a different, totally different artist in relation to even drawings. These drawings were basically of ordinary people of Pakistan.
Do you get a sense of BM not ever figuring out where is it that he actually fit in? You know, because you have him flitting from one role to another, from one persona to another, and then you also have stages when he stopped painting.
This was during Ziaul Haq's time. Those 12 years he never painted.
Was that a protest to the...
It was a protest also, but he himself said, I don't feel like working. But he really started painting in 1989 when F.N. Souza came back to Karachi for an exhibition and stayed with BM. Because Souza was painting in acrylics in BM's studio. So BM closely watched him and learned from him how to paint in acrylics.
And there is a lot of, I mean, there are lots of references to Souza's work in terms of treatment, in terms of layering color, in terms of subject matter as well. I mean, Souza was far more controlled, I think. But Bashir, you know, sort of ran riot with colors.
Souza was not an abstract artist. He was more figurative and landscape and others. But Bashir was, as you see on this painting, he was an abstract artist also, and he came out very well in his abstract work. Very controlled and a lot of spaces left like this white here. And this is a fantastic painting.
Being a colorist yourself, what is it that an artist tries to communicate through color, as did BM or Ahmad Parvez or even yourself?
I think it's happiness. When you are applying color, the vivid and vibrant colors is a totally different feeling.
Do you observe rules while applying color?
It comes automatically. Like this blue, royal blue here, this is the color which after he did everything, he later on looks it's right on above the others. So it's an afterthought or thought which he had in mind right from the beginning. One has to go back in order to really find out how painting is doing. So he must have realized there has to be something here, because this was too empty, a lot of space. So he needed a form here.
But this is the kind of work which you somehow relate to, you know, sort of sensations rather than thought. You know, I mean, that is the kind of expression that is conveyed through an abstract medium.
Correct.
And
but it doesn't have to mean anything.
Exactly.
Work.
I mean, I think no art needs to mean anything. But somehow we've sort of lost the thread to that simplicity and gone towards, you know, sort of
explaining art.
Explaining art, which actually takes away from, you know, the immediate appeal. You know, that, I mean, art as registered on your retina. I wouldn't say it's blind because this is a visual medium, but still it's a reaction that is more visceral, that is more emotional, you know, based on the kind of sensations, the kind of cargo that a work of this sort releases.